What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Threesome Show. I am Don, the Pleasure Coach, and this is my beautiful co host, Bridget.
Hi.
What's going on, Bridge?
Nothing much. What's going on with you?
I am chilling. Um, we're going to do a slightly special episode today. Um, I was browsing through like the different months, and I was like, oh, wow, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. So I started doing some research on it. So I figured we would talk about it since we're a sexual show.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I think a lot of women and guys are not really paying attention to sexual assault and
Mm-hmm.
the seriousness of it. So I figured we would kind of touch on it and bring some awareness to our viewers and listeners if you're listening on the podcast. And yes, if you want to, you can listen to us in your car on Pandora, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Couldn't get that shit out. Um, as well as Amazon. So if you don't catch the live show, you can catch the rebroadcast on any of our podcast networks. So when I was doing research on sexual assault awareness, the first thing that struck me was like every 68 seconds in the U.S., a woman is sexually assaulted, and I
Wow.
was like, damn.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that like threw me. But like every 68 seconds, like while
Yeah.
I'm
That's.
reading it, somebody got sexually assaulted. It was like, damn.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then it was like 1 in 5 women have either been sexually assaulted or will be sexually assaulted.
Yeah.
And I was like, 1 in 5. Like I know 5 women, so like one of them is gonna be sexually assaulted. Like the stats look crazy when you start to narrow it down like that.
Yeah.
Um, and then what was another? There was something else. Oh, 51% of sexual assaults will be by someone that they're intimate with, currently intimate with.
Mm.
And I was like, damn,
Mm-hmm.
the fuck? Um,
Yeah.
and and I think it was like 46% is by an acquaintance. So I'm gonna say some things that I'm gonna get, probably things thrown at me by the ladies. Uh, if you're tuned in, welcome. We appreciate you coming through. What's going on, Ray? Um, so I definitely want to say some things to ladies that I want to give a caveat in advance. I'm not saying that what you wear make you seem like you should deserve it or something like that, because no woman to deserves to be sexually assaulted. No definitely means no, and I think that guys should really take heed to that. But what I do want to touch base on is that first date. A first date is not you going to a guy's house and he cooking you a meal.
Yeah.
If you're going on a first date with somebody, meet someplace public where you can still have the same ambiance and have a good conversation, but don't go to his house for the first date. You don't know who
Yeah.
he is.
I also think you should, like I know it's like old school for a guy to pick you up, but I also don't think a guy should come pick you up. I feel like drive yourself. I feel like just in case anything happen, or if you don't drive, catch like a Uber or a Lyft.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely agree with that. Um, and it was only up until my last first date that I realized the importance of meeting someone there. It's cute if a guy comes and picks you up. It's cute, and especially if he got a nice ride and you like, oh, he can't pick me up in a Bentley. That's all right. Drive your hoopty to meet him with his Bentley. Let the
Right.
second date or the third date be where he pick you up after you got to know who he really is.
Yeah.
Um, just want to take a second. Hey Asia, appreciate you joining in. Nikel, always appreciate you joining in. Um, hold on, we got some no houses on the first date. I agree,
Mhm.
absolutely, I agree. And meet someone there so you can leave when you get ready to. Exact, yo. Let me tell you, the last thing you want is a situation where the date's going south and you can't leave because he drove you there.
Right.
It's the first date. I'm also going to say to ladies, be mindful of what you wear on the first date. Let the focus be who you are and not what you are um or what you're wearing. Let the focus be on the things that you're going to find important if that first date springboards into a relationship. Let it be
Yeah.
on who your mind, your conversation. He shouldn't be focused on your cleavage the whole night, because at that point he's just thinking, I'm trying to fuck.
True.
You know what
I
I'm
might
saying?
get some
So
heat for this, but I feel like if you don't know somebody, I'm case searching you flat out. Like I don't care because you might be a psychopath. Um, so I'm not gonna lie, and it's like I'm not judging off of people's past, but it's like if you got some current domestic violence or you got some restraining orders against you, like that to me just show you like you do not know how to take rejection, and you don't know how to stay away when somebody don't want to be around you. So I'm not gonna lie, I would not go on a date with somebody if I seen something like that.
I'm actually cool. Like, it sounds crazy, and you said, oh, you might catch flack for that, but every lady who tunes into this show should take that mindset. Find out who you are going to be around before you're around them.
Yeah,
Take that moment to case search them.
yeah.
Um, I had a young lady I went to pick up one time. First date, I picked her up,
Mhm.
but she had one of her homegirls there, and her homegirl wrote down my license plate number, and I couldn't even get mad. I was like, "Yo, you know what? Ain't nothing wrong with protecting your homie."
For
I,
real.
like at first I was like, "Damn, I'm not no saying stalker. I ain't gonna kidnap her," but I was like, you know what? She don't know you. Why
Yeah.
why not take precautions?
Yeah, it's just for our
Um,
safety.
it really is. And ladies have gotten so, not every lady, so ladies in the chat, don't go ham on me on this, but ladies have gotten so comfortable with, oh, he looks harmless. Nah, he don't.
Oh yeah.
Nah,
No.
he don't look
Like
harmless.
you really can't judge a book by its cover because sometimes people that you think look harmless or are harmless, like they'll hurt you or something. They are probably like the nicest people. Like no one's look can be a certain way where it's like, oh, this person is
Exactly.
a killer. Like a killer has no look. It could be anybody. Even children have killed people. So um,
Yeah. So and children look harmless, look real motherfucking harmless until they pointing a
you
gun
would
at
think
you.
they're harmless because they're children. But it's.
um. So yeah, when you go out on that first date, definitely dress for the first date. I'm not saying don't look good, because you still selling yourself. Like, you still trying to tell him I am who I am. You want him to see your curves, but not your
Yeah.
cleavage. You know what I'm
But I also
saying?
I also feel um like I know we talking to the ladies, but I feel like we should also talk to the men. Like regardless if a woman do have her cleavage on, that don't mean that you just have access to her body.
It doesn't. And
You know.
oh, we gonna talk to the guys in depth, because during my research,
Hmm.
I also found that there's a lot. There has been a spike in, and I don't know if this is just because of the Me Too movement and
Yeah.
how everybody has kind of gravitated towards that, but there's also been a spike in false allegations of sexual assault.
Okay.
So there are guys that are getting caught up because they're putting themselves in positions where a woman has not really had an opportunity to make a wise decision.
Mhm.
And what I mean by that is one of my biggest rules, and this has been my rule probably since I turned 21 and started going to the club. Well, turned 21 and started going to the club legally, and leaving had the ability to leave with a woman. I have never left the club with a woman. Nope. I've done it once, and that was a bad situation. But I've never left the club. I met a woman at the club. She's drinking, I'm drinking, and then we leave and either go to my house or her house. I would much rather let's exchange numbers and let's talk when when you're in the right frame of mind.
Right.
Because I've had one situation where me and this girl, it wasn't even the first date. We were cool for a while, but we were out drinking, and after we were drinking, we went back to her house, and one thing led to another, and she kind of pushed up on me like I wasn't expecting it. But
Mhm.
one thing led to another, and then the next morning, she's like, "I can't believe that you would take advantage of me." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Me take advantage of you?"
Yeah.
And she was like, "You knew I was drinking," and I was like, "Yeah, I was drinking too. We were both drinking, but because she didn't know what the outcome was going to be of us having sex." She didn't know whether I was gonna go and spread her name, like, oh, I hit that or whatever. And she
Mhm.
was like really upset. And I was like, yo, pause. Like we were both drinking. You came on to me, and I was attracted to you. So it happened.
Yeah.
But in no way, like, was I even trying to sexually assault you? Because I was scared. Like,
Mhm.
I'm scared of fucking a sexual assault. That shit'll fuck up your life.
Mhm.
Um, Friends who are women do not let their drunk friend leave. Yeah, that big facts. Um, if you and your girl is out, or you and your girls are out, and one of your girls are drinking, and they meet a dude, if they came with you, they leave with you. They don't
Right.
leave with that dude because
Right.
they're not in the right frame of mind to make conscious decisions. Um, but yeah, like these guys are getting these false allegations because either the woman has regrets the next day, or the guy doesn't call her after that first night,
Yeah.
and she gets vindictive. So guys, if you and it could still happen, but at least you know that you were in the right frame of mind. She was in the right frame of mind when y'all decided to have sex,
Yeah.
because a sexual assault allegation, because of the Me Too movement, and which was a good thing that has been used in a lot of bad ways. Because of the Me Too movement, the courts are more apt to find you guilty before you even go to trial.
Yeah.
Because you got so many guys out there that are really taking advantage of women, the good guys get roped into that as well.
Yeah.
The
But
fellas, go ahead.
when it comes to sexual assault, I feel like, it doesn't usually happen to men at older ages, but I feel like men definitely can be sexually assaulted at younger ages. So I feel like if that's something that a man has experienced, because I feel like that is something that does happen a lot. They should talk to somebody about it in adulthood because I feel like it can affect them as a man.
In most states, and I might be wrong on this, so I'll do the research to make sure. But in most states, a man cannot file sexual assault charges against a woman.
Yeah, but I'm talking about men being sexually
Men
assaulted
on
by
yeah
other men.
by men yeah
That
that
that is something that I've heard a lot that happens to boys young, that other older boys or boys around their age or older men will sexually assault another young boy, and then they grow to be men that have mental health issues, they turn to drugs, alcohol, whatever. So I feel like if a man has ever been sexually assaulted, even if in 9 times out of 10, I'm not going to say that's never the case, but it's, possibly could have been by another male, you need to go to therapy and, get some type of help to deal with that, because that's not okay neither.
You should definitely, if that's something that has happened to anyone, I know our live audience is a lot of women, and I appreciate them all, but hopefully guys tune in for the rebroadcast at least. If that's something that's happened to you, definitely, seek the professional help and just getting your mind right behind that. You
Yeah.
know, um, it's not something that gets talked about enough. Yeah, by older men, but unfortunately, you know, it's it's a really touchy situation, and it's a situation where guys don't talk to anyone about it because they feel as if that makes them something else.
Mhm.
Guys will feel like their manhood has been taken away from them, or they feel gay.
Yeah.
Oh, how did I
If
let this happen to me?
Right.
I was watching. What show was I watching? And the guy had been sexually assaulted and like lived with it like all his life,
Mhm.
and then watched other guys be around that same person, or watch other young men be around that same person, and started feeling guilty because he never said anything.
Yeah.
Sexual assault can happen to anyone. It's not isolated to women. Ladies, if you have children, young boys, young girls, be really, really cautious of who they're around. And it's typically not a stranger, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's somebody who knows them, somebody who has their confidence, a coach, um, a family member. It's the people who have their confidence that it allows to be happen. They feel like they're comfortable around them, and then by the time it's happening, they don't know what to do.
Right.
Um, oh, I know what it was. I was watching that one joint about not Nickelodeon. Was it Nickelodeon? Nickelodeon.
Mhm.
Where the damn sexual offenders was working on set with the damn kids
Right.
and was taking advantage of them. So be careful of who your children are around, and I don't care if they are age 3 to age 17. Be
Mhm.
careful of who your kids are around.
Yeah.
Um, like I talk about the whole R. Kelly situation a lot, and yeah, he was so fucking wrong. Like he was totally screwed up in how he thought, his way of thinking. Period.
Yeah.
But parents who let those young girls be around him. Why is your 15-year-old, 16-year-old daughter going to hang out with this music mogul, a music producer, by themselves? Why are you not
Right.
there? You
Right.
know, I don't care what the hell they say to you. Oh, I can help them make millions. Well, you gonna help them make millions while I watch you.
Right.
You know, there is not any of my children who I will let them go and be around anybody who's promising in the world, because they could promise them the world and take them to hell.
Right.
So watch your children, for sure. Be cautious, ladies. I got two sisters. I got two daughters. I'm real serious about this. Like, ladies, when you're out with somebody, especially during those I'm gonna put up a front of who I am months, when you're out and around them, be real cautious. No saying, watch your surroundings, know where you are. Ladies, if a guy buys you a drink in the club, I know that shit sounds real cliche, but if he brings you the drink, don't drink it.
Yeah. No.
Don't drink
You
it.
gotta
Buy your
watch the
own shit.
bartender pour. Yeah, buy your own or watch the bartender hand it straight to you.
Hell yeah. There was a I watched a show where people guys were getting drugged
Mm.
at certain bars in New Orleans. Was it New Orleans? I think it was New Orleans. Guys were getting drugged, and then they were being after they left the bar because they were not feeling well. They were getting sexually assaulted,
That's crazy.
and these were grown men. These were over 21-year old men.
Yeah.
So like I don't. Other than the bartender bringing me the drink, and I watched them pour it. I don't
Right.
do the whole waitress. Here's my money. Go grab me a drink. I go to the bar and get my own drink. I'm good.
Yeah.
Nothing you can do. You are conscious. Excuse me, conscious. Actually, okay. It's actually okay in my library to read. Huh? Oh, good. Okay, I missed the comments above that. My bad. Blame it on the alcohol. So um, is definitely, and I know we starting to show off on a down note, but once I saw that it was Sexual Assault Awareness Month, I really felt compelled to bring it up on the show because we talk about sex. We talk about sex a lot. At least I do on the show. You know, but there's a downside to that sex. You know, and not everybody's willing. No means no.
Yeah.
I used to make a joke, and as I got older, that joke was no longer funny. I used to be like, oh, if a woman says stop, no, or don't, then I'm going to stop. But I'm always expecting her to say, no, don't stop. It was funny back in the days. That shit ain't funny now. I got kids.
Yeah.
That joke is not funny. If the word no comes out of a woman's mouth, stop exactly where you are. Find out what that no may be about. She may just be like, no, you hitting it wrong. That's cool. Figure that shit out. But if she say no or stop, stop where you are and figure out what's going on. Because she may have just found the frame of mind that said, I don't want to be with this guy anymore. I don't want to
Yeah.
do this. And that is your prompt to say, I'm gonna back away, I'm gonna back off.
Yeah.
Um, but we got another controversial topic. We're gonna talk about body counts, ladies.
Yo, why he want to talk about body count?
Ladies, how offended are y'all if a guy asks you about your body count? I'm gonna let the ladies in the chat fill in, but if a guy asks you about your body count, Bridge, how you feel about that? Like,
I had one guy ask me, but I was just like, none of your business. And he just started laughing, like,
oh
because I feel
shit.
like he was like, he used to play anyway, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like he know that's a topic that is like, like, why do it matter? Because, I mean, I'm not saying it don't matter, because trust me, it does matter, but it's not your concern. Um, I don't know, because it's like, let's be real. What do men's body counts be? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like y'all allowed to have all of these bodies, and then y'all want to ask us like, "What's your body count? How many bodies do you got?"
So there used to be a rule that are we high
Right,
school?
right. He let the guy let it go. The guy let it go immediately. But it was just like I felt like he was just trying me. He knew I wasn't gonna answer.
So it used to be a rule that when a lady gives her body count, you multiply by 10, and when a guy gives his body count, you divide by 15. Something like that. It was something stupid like that. Like guys normally lie about their body count, and so
Mhm.
do women. I would never ask a woman her body count. I
Mhm.
don't care. I really just don't give a shit. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna use protection anyway, whether you got 1 or 50 under your belt, it don't matter.
Yeah.
Um, but if a guy is if a guy is that fucking if he's that weak of a dude to care about your body count,
Yeah. Now, like
yeah,
if you,
men body counts be serious.
mhm, yeah, they be having 1,000 bodies.
And that same guy with 1,000 bodies, if a woman got 10 bodies, they're like, oh my god, you've been with 10 dudes?
Yeah.
Dude, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, come on
Yeah.
with that bullshit. Um, but there are guys who are so self conscious that they will ask about a woman's body count. They will ask, um, how many dudes have you been with? First of all, if you're not 17, the chance that you finding a virgin is really slim and none.
Right.
Um, if you get up there in age, she's not a virgin. That's all you need to know. Um,
Right.
it's just really sickening because I've had women tell me, oh, the dude that I just started seeing, he asked me how many guys I've been with. I was like, did you tell him? Fuck it. If he want to ask the question, make the biggest fucking number you can comfortably
Right.
say, and tell him. See
Scared
if
his
that
ass.
shit'll make him run, cause he
Right.
weak. Like, why be with a weak
Right.
dude?
Right.
Like, if you like, I'm comfortable saying 70. Say fucking 70. Fuck it. See what the fuck he says.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Cause I'm the type of dude. I'm be like, oh, so you got a little bit of freak in you? Okay, okay. Let's do what we do then. But the
Yeah.
weak dudes, they expect a woman to be like, oh, I've only been with one guy my whole life, and he was like, when I was like 15, and he took my virginity.
Mhm.
That's bullshit. Any woman over the age of let's say comfortably 21. Any woman over the age of 21 has at least, and this is just my opinion, don't throw shit at the
Mhm.
damn computer,
Don always got
and
some weird opinions, but go ahead.
just my opinion,
Sorry,
she's
I'm having trouble connecting to the internet. It looks like an issue with the router and Echo device, so try
wasn't
restarting
talking
them.
to you, Alexa.
Unplug both of them, then plug the router
Shut
back
the
in.
fuck up.
Wait 30
Stop.
seconds. Once the router is back on and connected to the internet, plug in the
This
Echo
is some
device.
bullshit. Damn nosy ass Alexa. In my opinion, any woman over the age of 21 has at least been with 3 dudes. At least. At the
Maybe.
very least.
Everybody don't lose their virginity at the same time though. So that I
That's
don't know.
true. That's true. And
Some
times have
people,
changed.
yeah, some people lost their virginity and they're like close to like maybe 18, 19. So it might be one person.
By 21, one person, unless you met the
By
love of your
20,
life,
it
and
just
that's who you with.
I feel like it just depends on when they lost their virginity. You know what I'm saying? Like some if you lost your virginity younger teenage years,
It I could be wrong. I, I've been wrong on this show before. Y'all ladies have let me know. Um, so I could be wrong, but that's just my theory. Um, my mouth was on the floor.
oh my goodness. Asia said it's true because I had to tell my little sister to stop hanging out with her with this fast little girl. She was 16 with 9 bodies. That's crazy.
Yo,
That's
but there was a
crazy.
time. there was a time when that shit was normal.
That is
Crazy
crazy.
enough, that shit was normal. Um, when I was growing up, there was nothing for me to
Asia
wow.
said, "No, little girl, you was fucking." For real, what the hell? Do
When
you
I was
think?
growing up, it
Go
was
ahead.
nothing for a woman to have experienced a gangbang by the time she was 20.
Oh no.
Like that shit was normal growing up for me. Like that was the norm. So asking somebody their body count, I'm like, who the fuck I asked that shit?
Yeah.
It's
No.
but these young girls today, the body count is different. The body count is
You think
different
these young
because
girls? You think it's like it's more now with these younger girls
I
because of social
yeah,
media?
social media, um, the the use of, excuse me, the use of drugs,
True.
um, in this day and age. If you find a woman who was born if you find a woman who was born in the 90s who has I was about to say 80s, but I was about to have a whole lot of shit thrown at me. If you have a woman who was born in the 90s and she make it to 18 as a virgin, yo, you got a good one. If she made it to 18 as a virgin, you got your good one. Like hold on to that shit because
Yeah.
that shit's not real no more.
True.
Like, all right, help me out. I'm too damn old. What the hell is OFN? Oh fuck no, I got it. Never mind. Got it. Yes, these young girls, they are doing prostitution. Um, they are they're listening to their young mothers tell them, "Oh, you don't get that shit away for free." Whether you give it away for free or you gave it away and got paid for it, you still had sex before you was 18.
Yeah.
And some of these girls are doing it with they're having sexual intercourse with older men because guys their age don't got no money, so
Mhm.
they're looking for somebody to trick on them, and they're with older men, um, which coincidentally is a sexual assault, motherfuckers, you nasty ass old men. If she's under
Yeah.
18, I don't give a fuck what the state law says. If she's under 18, that's just sexual assault in my book. And you should be castrated, you nasty asses. But it's just what I used to experience when I was younger. Like multiply that shit by five now with these young girls now. Their young parents let them go out the house looking like they grown,
Yeah.
you know. Um, so yeah, and I agree. Why do men need prostituting women and shit like that? Like it's it's that same guy that's in the club that you turned down five times, and your homegirl turned down, and your other homegirl turned down because he can't get none. He comes off as a creep, and grown women ain't with it. So he's looking for somebody who he can mentally control. And any guy
Yeah.
who remotely feels like he needs to control a woman, he's an R. Kelly, basically.
Yeah.
Um, but these teenage boys now are learning from their father and their brother and their uncles to just go out there and just conquer women.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, and anytime you see an extremely older man with an extremely younger woman, the first thing I ask is, where's their mentality at? You
The
know,
man.
the man. Where's the man's mentality at? Because you can't have a conversation, or you can't woo a woman your age, so you go with somebody who's extremely younger than you. Come on, 21, 65. What the fuck? Get the fuck. What the fuck I got in common?
What is the conversation though? Like that's just I don't know.
She talking about TikTok, and you talking about when you used to ride your bike through the sprinklers. Come on, that's two totally
Right.
different things. Like y'all have nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
The only thing y'all could possibly have in common is sex, and she's leaning on you for your experience, and you're leaning on her for her inexperience.
Oh no,
Um,
and the money definitely. She said it can't be the money, but yeah, it is though.
oh yeah, definitely. Who was it? Anna Nicole, who married that old dude, and everybody she tried to say, "Oh, I married him because I loved him." That nigga was rich. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He had money, or his money had money. So you might have liked being around him because he threw money at you, but you ain't love him because he was older. Um, I think what's a safe, ladies in the chat, and my beautiful co-host, what's a safe age difference once you're grown? Now, once you're over 21, what's a safe age difference?
I think everyone is different off of what they're comfortable with. I've always, since I was like, well, I ain't gonna say 18, I was never really into dating older guys. I've had now when I was 16, I had an older, it was like a 25-year-old that was really trying to talk to me, but I ain't do nothing with him, but he definitely was trying. Um, but I as in my 20s, I always said like 10 years. That was always my thing. And I ain't gonna lie, I feel like even now it would still probably be around 10 years. But I now that I'm older, I don't know, I always kind of wanted to date someone like around the same age as me.
Ray said, "I'm not offended."
Yeah.
um, I think the age difference really changes as a woman gets older.
Mhm.
So, for example, a 20-year-old woman dating a 40-year-old guy, I don't understand what y'all have in common. Um, but a 30-year-old guy dating a 50-year-old guy, it changes. Because now you're grown to that point. Like you're mature to the point of having those adult conversations, knowing what you want out of life. Um, as opposed to so the same 20-year difference changes as the woman gets older, not as the guy gets older.
Yeah.
Because a 60-year-old guy and a 40-year-old woman, fuck, y'all both grown as shit. Like,
Yeah.
y'all know what the hell y'all want out of life at that point. But a 20-year-old woman and a 40-year-old guy, or a 20-year-old guy and a 40-year-old woman, what the hell y'all got in common?
Yeah.
His ass can't even get in the club yet. She can't get in the club yet. What do y'all got in common?
Yeah. Some real adult places you gotta be 25 and older, so
Yeah,
it's places out in DC that's like that. You gotta be 25 and up. So it's like if you dating a 20-year-old, 22-year-old, anything under 25, you can't even take her certain places.
right. Y'all can't even go to the same club. I had one of my homies who I introduced him to this young lady. She was younger. She was like 20. He was in his 30s. And they hit it off. Like they really hit it off. But she ain't turned 21 yet. When she turned 21, that shit was like, all right, I'm about to go experience life. That shit was
Yeah.
cool when I ain't know no better. But I'm about to go experience life now. And they
Hmm.
broke up. And I thought that they were fucking happy. But they were happy because all she could do was go to his house. She couldn't go nowhere
Yeah.
else. You know, she couldn't hit the club.
Yeah. This guy one time I was at a bar. He was like, "Why are you single?" You know, he like, "What's wrong with you?" And I'm like, "It's nothing wrong with me." And he like, "Well, what are you looking for?" I'm like, "I want to get married." And he like, "Well, you got to date up." He like, "Older men gonna want what you want." You know, he tried to say that men my age not ready for marriage. Um, but I don't know. I dating older, it ain't never really been my thing. I ain't gonna lie. I
And
don't
there
know.
may be some truth to what he said. Um, got older guys are more settled sometimes. You know, they're more settled. They're chill. You know,
Yeah,
they've been in the street. They've done all that shit. Like all the shit that the younger guys might take you through. They've already done it. Sometimes, you know, that shit works out. But there's still a moment or moments when you still want to be young. Like you still want to be
right.
in your 30s. And
Hmm.
if he's sitting there going, well, now, you know, by 10 o'clock, I'm usually sleeping. You know what I'm saying? How the fuck,
Right,
how the fuck I gonna enjoy that shit? You talking about I'm ready to turn up? I'm at the club. We outside, and he's like,
right.
no, 10 o'clock is my cutoff. I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah.
So
And I don't want to date no one like super, super older than me because I feel like I want us to grow at the same time. And it's like, don't get me wrong, like I feel like if I was with somebody, like if you get old or something, I'm gonna have no choice but to take care of you. If it's a huge age gap, you know, you're gonna be older than me at a certain point where I'm gonna be a caretaker and not a girlfriend anymore or a wife. You know what I'm saying?
son trying to find himself a registered nurse. Um,
I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I would rather
like,
someone the same age as me though.
I mean, the only it's an up and a down. So when you're in your age group, they also have not matured to the level that you've matured to. Women mature
Oh
faster.
yeah, definitely not men. You know, men don't they don't mature like
Men,
women do.
hell no. Like I look at what my parents was at my age, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? Like they were shit was totally different back then. Like my parents was
Yeah.
raising kids and working hard. They was never in a club, not ever. And I'm
Hmm.
like, shit, I'm older than my parents was when I was young, and I'm hitting the club like it's the fucking like it's nobody's business.
I definitely feel like, you know, the age groups have changed compared to in the past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
even I remember when my grandmother turned 50. Like, I remember we had a surprise birthday for her. And my mom in her 50s, and my mom is not the same type of grandmother that my grandmother was. You know, it's like the grandparents are different. Like,
Mm-hmm.
the 30-year-olds is a little, it's like I feel like we're a little bit immature compared to our parents, you know, when they was in their 30s.
Yeah. When our parents was our age, we look back and we're like, back when we were young, we were like, oh my god, y'all are old. And now we're
Hmm.
there. We're like, shit. I'm outside. I'm in a club. I'm island hopping in the Caribbean. Like shit is different now.
Yeah.
And it is hard for women in their 30s to find a man that's in their 30s that's that's wanting to actually settle down, get into a stable relationship, get married. It is hard, and it's hard for women. And when I got out of my last relationship, and I was out there dating, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like the dating pool, when I tell you it had shit in it, it had poison in it, it had everything piss in it. The dating pool is horrible for young ladies, like
Yeah.
younger ladies. Anything from I'd probably say 29 on up, it's hard for y'all. What the
Yeah, it
fuck are
is.
these dudes up to now?
Nothing.
Like you gotta women today have to worry about so many things that women of yesterday didn't have to worry about. Y'all gotta worry about is the guy that I'm dealing with actually a guy? Like, what the fuck? Like, know what I'm saying? Is
Mhm.
he a man or is he a, know what I'm saying? Did he always been a man? Y'all have to
Yeah.
worry about so many fucking things. Is
Men
he
got to worry about
straight?
that too, though. Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah.
is yeah.
Know what I'm saying? Is he straight? Is he bi?
Mhm.
Am I?
Right.
Is he just using me for public appearances? Like, women have to worry about things that women of the past didn't have to worry about.
Yeah.
Like people, a lot of people get on me, because I won't wear pink. Like, that's not my bag. I don't wear pink shit. Nothing. Pink shirt, pink are for women. No, but that's the way I was brought up. Like, my father wouldn't wear pink, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wear nothing that my father ain't gonna wear.
Yeah.
Um, but the times have so drastically changed to the point where more men are, unfortunately, and fortunately for some, but unfortunately for others, like, they're finding that femininity within them and they're acting more women like. Even if they're straight, they're acting more women like.
Right.
Um, we talked about this on the other show, guys being super emotional, and there's nothing wrong with showing your emotions sometimes, but you shouldn't have the same emotions your girl got. You just shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be on your cycle once a damn month. Like, come on.
Right.
Um,
She said we
both
both
can't be.
can't be bent over.
And I've met women who have found out that their guys is on the DL, and I'm like, yo, how? Here's the difference, and here's a double-edged sword on that shit. If a guy leaves a woman for another guy, right? I'm not sure why you would, because I mean, pussy's the greatest thing on the planet. But if a guy leaves a
You
woman for
stupid.
another guy, the woman could talk bad about him, and everybody's like, "Ah, oh, dude, you just fucked up." If a woman leaves a guy for another woman, then everybody looking at the guy like, "Oh, you fucked up." Like, he fucked up either way.
Yeah.
What's up with that double-edged sword these days? I don't think any woman should date. I'm gonna catch flack for this. Women shouldn't date bisexual guys. Tell that nigga to choose his motherfucking poison. Choose where he at with it. And I'm not saying there's
Yeah.
no such. And this is probably something I've normally said, but on the show today I won't say it. There's there, there's nothing wrong with a guy being sexual, because that's what I consider a bisexual guy. There's no such thing as a bisexual guy. There's a sexual guy. He just likes to be pleased and please others. But um, if a man leaves me for another woman, I'm crushed. If a man leaves me for another man, there's nothing I could do. Yeah, like, there was equipment that you didn't have that he apparently needed. Um, he's greedy. Now, okay, I agree. First of all, Age, I agree with you. Um, but if a woman wants to be with a woman and a man, is she greedy too? I mean, in my book, she's a good woman, but you know, is she greedy because she want to be with both too? Um, there are definitely double-edged swords out there. Uh, there are definitely so many, especially when it comes to sex in the black community. What men are able to do women shouldn't be able to do in guys' eyes in today's society.
Mm-hmm.
What women do, men shouldn't be able to do in today's eyes, society. But when you look across the spectrum at the other races, that's just totally different. Totally different.
Yeah.
Like I remember I went with this girl. Um, there was uh, I don't know what the hell words are sexual are socially acceptable now. It was a gay club, and me and her went. Just because they played house music. I like house music, and down south you can't find fucking house music unless you go to a damn gay club. And I ran into one of my homies that I knew, and he was there by
Really?
himself. And I was like, "Yo, who you here with?" Like, I know I'm here with a woman, so.
Mm,
And I was looking around like, "So you here by yourself?" And he was
mm,
like, "Oh no, I'm waiting for somebody." And I was like, "Sure you are, nigga. Sure you waiting
that's
for
crazy.
somebody." You know what I'm saying? But if you go into the white cultures, it would have been nothing for them to run into. Hey, we just enjoy the music. Okay, yeah.
Right.
That shit don't fly with black dudes. It's like you here by yourself. I don't give a fuck. Who you waiting for? You couldn't wait outside.
Right.
You inside. Um, and DL dudes just they changed the game. And the more it became acceptable for guys to be with other guys, it came out more. It and I blame that shit kind of on jail. Like honestly, like prison. Like when these guys are getting out of prison and they're like, "Oh well, I had a boyfriend inside." And I'm like, that kind of makes you gay, like
Mm-hmm.
in my book. And I
Yeah.
might be, I'm sure I might offend somebody in the gay community, and I'm sorry if I did. But if you've been with a guy, you are gay. That's it. Now, if a woman's been with a woman, you just exploring. I'm cool with that shit. But that's the male chauvinistic side of me. Um, but if a guy has ever been with a guy in my book, he is a gay guy. He's homosexual. Is
Mm.
somebody agreeing with me? Oh my god, this is a first in this damn chat. Yes, Asian. Fucking yes. You're um you are my new fucking best friend on this damn chat. You are probably the only woman who's ever agreed with me in this chat.
I
Yes,
mean, I'm not saying I don't agree with you.
if a
I mean, I feel like
guy
if a man lay
gets
with any man, but you don't believe a man can be bisexual.
uh, no, not really. Like you're just
So
sexual.
you don't think that a man can like men and women? Yeah.
Not really. No, no.
If a man, okay, so even these down low men, clearly y'all are bisexual because it's like you're having sex with a man, but you still want to have sex with a woman. If you was just gay, you would just only feel like you want to have sex with men
Well,
or
some
be with a
men use that
man.
shit.
But you,
Some some men are with women just as basically the socially acceptable part of it. Like,
the cover up,
yeah, the cover, what they call a skirt. You know what I'm saying? Or excuse me, the beard. For men, it's a beard. So you know what I'm saying? They use the woman as a beard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
um, I might be delusional, but that's just the way I look at shit. It's if a guy has ever been with a guy, he's gay. He's gay, and the women that he's with is just for public appearance.
sure.
Um, because men are not built that way. Men are not built that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing about me that says I can look at another. I can't even say this shit. Fuck it. I'm gonna pass on that. I can't even say it. Like, I look at another dude's ass going, yeah, I like that hairy ass. That's nasty. Fuck out of here.
Shut the fuck up, yo. This
Fuck out of
nigga
here.
talking about a hairy ass.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here. Like, if that's not,
Shut the fuck
if that's your bag, yo, make that your bag. Yo, stay on, hang out with that bag. Don't even deal with what I deal with. Don't deal with the women. If that's who you are, more power to you. I have no problem with gay guys. You know what I'm saying? I got some gay male friends that are cool as fuck. If that's your bag, that's your bag. And for them, they know that's their bag. I could have a conversation with them about women. They were like, yeah, I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Because that ain't my bag.
Yeah.
And I'm good with that. But I also have the double-edged sword where if you know, if a woman looks at another woman and she's like, you know, she attractive, I'm like, shit, that's cute.
I guess so.
I know that ain't your bag. See? But understand, see, you know that ain't your bag. You're not gonna look at a woman and go, I'm attracted to her. That ain't your bag.
Yeah,
Some
it's not.
women,
Because
that's
somebody
their
said that
bag.
too. So one of my clients actually said that, I think yesterday. They was like, yeah, most women either kiss their home best friends or some shit. I've heard somebody say, I think one of my clients told me that. And I'm like, no, I have not. Like, you know, I'm like, not all women are sexually attracted to women.
So I
I'm
have
not.
actually, that has been my theory forever. And it has been debunked. So um I will pull back slightly on my opinion on that, just slightly, because I always thought that every woman fantasized at least some point in their life about being with another woman. I
No.
used to think that that was just a blanket statement. Every woman, everyone
Yeah.
has thought about it. But I had some women that was like, hell no, like that should, hell no, that's not something I would ever fucking think about doing. Now, could
Mm-mm.
they have been lying? Possibly. But
I'm
there
not
are women
lying.
who I know.
I'm
My co-host
I'm just saying,
is
I've
that
had
ain't her
beautiful
bag.
women that have tried to talk to me. So it's not even a fact. Like I've had really beautiful women that tried to talk to me. It's just not my thing.
And I get that.
I like
I
men.
get that now. I get that now. Now I get that. But probably up until the age 38, and I'm lying, 45, I thought every woman just, was attracted to other women. At least in some way, at least the fantasy was there. Oh, I lost my co-host, which means y'all gonna beat up on me. Don't beat up on me. Um, my co-host will be back in a minute. It's it's a man's thought that every woman wants to be with another woman. Um, Women definitely be beautiful, but I don't see me bunching coochies. Okay. So, and that's, you know what? I think that's where the guys' misconceptions come in from. Guys, because women can sit there and compliment other women, that's where that theory came from. Where guys are sitting there going, "Yo, oh, if she can compliment another woman, or two women could sit there and get dressed in front of each other and be totally naked, oh, then it must be the case. Like, y'all must be attracted to women. Because if me and one of my homies is getting dressed, one of us got to go in another room. Like, you're not gonna get naked in front of me. That's not. That shit ain't cool. We should be in two totally separate rooms with the door closed. Um, Hey, you are my fucking homie, Asia. Like you are the. I accept all of the beating up I've taken on this damn show. It's so because women are comfortable with certain things. As I grew up, I thought then y'all are just comfortable with certain y'all are comfortable going all the way. But when I grew up, like yesterday, um, and I found that that's not the case, I was like, okay, maybe not. Maybe, you know, there are women out there who don't find themselves sexually attracted to other women. And it's cool if y'all don't, it's cool. But here goes my co-host.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I was entertaining the chat. And
Okay,
Asia
cool.
is my partner. Asia, I don't know who you are, but I appreciate you. Cause I have never had anybody agree with me on any show. So what I was saying was, and Asia agreed with me, that because women are comfortable being around each other naked, I think that's where the misconception came from with guys. And they were
Okay.
like, okay, well, if they're comfortable with being around each other naked, then they're comfortable with everything, with when it comes to another woman.
Yeah,
But
no. But I can
I
definitely say I
learned,
think what women are more comfortable, like you know what I'm saying, around women. Cause it's like our women do things like, for example, like getting waxed. Women, men usually, some men get waxed, but they not getting, some don't get their private parts waxed. So it's like you gotta let a whole woman see your coochie. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
yeah,
sometimes we are comfortable with each other because we have the same body parts. It is what it is. Um,
nah, I'm not that comfortable. If a guy, if one of my homies just take off his clothes and shit, talking about, yo, I'm gonna get dressed right here. One of us should be in a different room.
yeah.
Um, one of us should be, yeah, some women. Um, but one of us,
She
if
said
if
that's why I
if,
haven't been.
and that's why you haven't been waxed. Oh, Pookie, go get waxed. Let's see
I
your
just
coochie.
I feel like
Um,
when it comes to stuff like that, like waxing and stuff, like I feel like I've never been scared because women who are like estheticians, they really see people in their most vulnerable state. Like they do facials, they do waxing, like your private areas. So it's like they're not judging you. You know what I'm saying? Like that's their job. It's kind of normal to them.
yeah, but like if I was going, first of all, let me make this right here staple. I don't get waxed. But if I was to get waxed, right, and I walk
Hmm.
into the wax studio or whatever, and a dude walk in and talk about, I'm about to take care of you. Nah, nigga, where the woman at? Get the
Right.
fuck out of here.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Um,
don't know. But you got to also think like women are just different. Like our bodies, we can have children and it comes out of our vagina. You know what I'm saying?
true,
Women
true.
breastfeed. Sometimes women breastfeed in front of other people. So I feel like our body parts are more exposed to other women to where it's like our bodies are different, to where it's like to a woman, even if you're in a locker room, you kind of just like, and then it's like, look at social media, ass and titties is everywhere. It's like we see it. It's so normal to us. It's not like, it's not a shock to us.
Right, and that's why I thought up until like yesterday, um, women were just y'all was cool with that shit. Like,
Yeah, no.
but I've actually found, in all seriousness, I found that not every woman tells the truth about being attracted to other women. Like, I'm
You
joking,
think so?
and there are women out there who are not attracted to other women.
Yeah.
There actually are women like that. And hell, in today's society, let's fucking flip that shit. There are guys who are not attracted to other guys. Let's, um,
Yeah. So you do you really believe that women lying about not being attracted to women?
I used to think that every woman at least had a fantasy at least once in their life about being with another woman. I have been proven wrong. I have been
I
proven
don't.
wrong.
I can say a woman is beautiful. Like I'll be like, oh, she's attractive, or she has a nice body, but sexually attractive. I only think about men. Like I like men, alpha men. A woman's not giving me that. And women, honestly, like women can be beautiful, but and I love women to death, but women can get on my nerves too. Like, I could never imagine my life having a sexual relationship with a woman. That's me. I ain't speak
So
for nobody
wait.
else.
So here we go. Now we gonna just another set of boobs.
Yeah,
So
it's kind of like you're not impressed. I'm not gonna say like I'm not really impressed. I'm not gonna be like, oh wow. Like if I went to a strip club, I'm like, oh my god, look at the ass on her. Like now, if a bitch got a fat ass and she walk by, I be like, damn, she got a fat ass. But it's not. It's not. It's like I got ass and titties too. Like what the hell? I see this shit every day. It's not. It's not nothing that I haven't seen before. So I'm like, oh my goodness. It's not amazing to me. Like now, give me a tall dark chocolate man, okay, yeah, that's gonna make me, yeah.
so
So
wait,
but a woman, nah, that doesn't do it for me.
because there's no way in the world, no way in this world that I can look at a dude and go, damn, your son hung low. All right, know what I'm saying? That shit ain't fucking
Yeah,
happening. That
right,
shit's not
right,
happening. It's just not
yeah,
gonna like. There's no. I could watch a whole porn and watch a woman get dick down, and not one time did I think, yo, damn, yo, something was handling his shit. Know what I'm saying? No. To me, that nigga don't even exist in the fucking video. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. hmm
But women could just be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all could compliment other women, you know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I like the
I
way your
I
ass
don't know what
looking.
it
You know what I'm
is.
saying?
I don't know what it is about us, but it's just like even tell like my me and my homegirl, we both go to the gym, and my homegirl, like I might be like, bitch, your ass sitting up there. Let me eat my ass like that. Like I can speak on a woman's body. You know what I'm saying? But it don't mean that like oh, I'm trying to fuck or nothing like that.
And that's what made us think that the things that we thought. Because
hmm
I can't, I, I don't give a fuck what gym I go to. I'm not gonna be like, yo, son, your shit's snaking down your fucking pants. I don't give a fuck. I ain't gonna fucking.
Yeah,
As a matter of fact, if I happen to accidentally glance down at his fucking leg, I'm gonna beat myself up. What the fuck was you looking at his leg for? What the
yeah,
fuck?
yeah.
So, like, women could compliment other women, and women can be comfortable with complimenting other women. If a dude has on a nice outfit, I don't go, yo, I like that outfit. You know what I'm saying? Yo, you look cool. You know what I'm saying? You good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Women can be comfortable with that shit. And that's why I grew up thinking, they all don't mind. And the
No.
women that introduced me to woman on woman, I was just like, oh, you just look like an everyday woman to me. And
Yeah.
now to find out, you get down. Okay,
hmm
so all women get down. And I
Cause,
guess,
cause a few women.
hey, we men have small minds. You know what I'm saying? We
Very,
only see
very.
we only see past a few women. We don't see anything else. We
Yeah.
don't see, you know what I'm saying, the mass of women. We take two women and we go, that's everybody.
All women.
That's everybody. That's all women. You know what I'm saying? Two women
Yeah.
equal all. So, for the women out there who don't or are not attracted to other women, I apologize for my thoughts and my thought processes earlier. I still think some of y'all are hiding some shit, but I'm just saying,
I think you just want us all to be attracted to women.
I do, I do, I do.
Yeah, I think
I ain't
that's
even
what
gonna
it is.
fucking
It's
lie.
something you
I ain't gonna
personally
lie.
want.
I do.
I feel like a lot of men would love that. A lot of men would love if all women was attracted, sexually attracted to other women. Like, oh yeah, so you cool with bringing her in the bedroom with us? Like
Big
y'all would that
facts.
would be your
Yes.
idea. Yeah, but in
Yes. Like,
reality, that's not every woman.
ladies, if that's not your bag, that's cool. Just lie about it to a guy in the bed. You know what I'm saying? Lie.
Shit.
Tell him you are. Tell him you are. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying?
Don't get no ideas and don't get slapped. Go ahead.
I'm saying just because you talk about it in the bedroom don't mean it's ever gonna happen. Just lie about it.
I'm not telling no man no lie. Cause then he gonna think he gonna get something that he not gonna get.
Well, that's what women do anyway. They lie to men and make them think he gonna get something he ain't gonna get. That's fucking everything. That's sex. That's a fucking good relationship. That's everything. Women lie to
guess.
men all the time. Like that's
And
women are good
men
at that
don't
shit
lie to women.
all the time. Men, the
Oh,
sex is
okay.
lie to other sex. That's what we do. We sit there and go, "Oh, I make $1 million, and you know you only make $20,000 a year," but you
Yeah,
lie about it. We tell women you're gonna get the money you ain't never gonna get. So tell us we gonna get the sex we ain't never gonna get. Fuck.
I guess.
For anybody who's never watched this show, my co-host is the best, yo.
Mm,
She real straightforward. She don't let me get away with my bullshit. Um,
mm-mm.
but realistically, guys are more comfortable. Mm, guys are more comfortable with two women being together than two men being together, or at least most guys are. Is there something wrong with that? Yeah. Is there something wrong with me? Probably. Because I'm comfortable with two women talking about, I could sit amongst two women talking about being together all day. And I'd be like, yo, for real? And I could sit around two guys talking about, oh, they fucked each other. And I'm like, I need to exit this conversation because I can't take it. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? Not that I'm not cool with guys being gay. I just don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know this shit exists. Like, if y'all
I
do
don't
it,
think it's what people see a lot. So that's why it's kind
mm-hmm.
of like we're a little taken back when we see like I'm not homophobic at all. Like I don't care who people choose to date, but to me it is a little different when you see two men together um
Yeah.
versus two women, you know, cuz I feel like even growing up, if you like you might have seen stuff in the movies where two women kissing each other or something like that, and it's not something that you really seen men do. Maybe now, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying, but
now you do. Now you
yeah.
do.
So I feel like some people are a little taken back by it because it's not something that we normally see, you know. But
Like I was in Atlanta and I was in their mall. Um and even though they have a lot of malls, once I say this, everybody's gonna know which mall I was talking about. I was in one of their malls and I was just walking, shopping, just doing my thing.
hmm
And I saw two guys like just stop in the middle of the mall and just start kissing. And I was like, where they do that at? Like,
in Atlanta.
yeah, all over Atlanta. But this was
Mm.
my first time in Atlanta, and I was like,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
because growing up in New York, right? Growing up and times have changed and things have changed in New York. But growing up in New York, the homosexual community stayed to they had their own community.
Mm.
So if you saw two men together, that means you're in their community. Like you're in their territory, so you got to accept whatever you see.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like in the mall, you know what I'm saying? You would see that. Um, but then when I go down south and I'm in Atlanta, and there was so many things that I saw that was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, dude, you are not in New York anymore. Like, shit
Mm.
is different. I went to the strip club, and I promise you, there was more women in line to the strip club than men.
Hmm.
And I was like looking around, like, am I going to the right strip club? Like, is this a male strip club that I'm going to? Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is this? And once I got in there, and I'm enjoying the female strippers, I'm like, no, it's just that women are comfortable with looking at other women, whether they are straight, whether they're bi, whether they're gay. It doesn't matter. Women are cool with that shit. But you'll never see a line of dudes to go see Chippendales. Like that shit's never
You
gonna
ain't
fucking
coming.
happen.
You ain't coming to the male strip club, Don. So
Not
I
at
can
all.
see
Not.
him
Mm-mm.
swinging
I'm only.
it.
As a matter of fact, if I drive past it, I will accelerate. Like I'm not.
Shut
I
up.
don't want anybody to be like, "Oh, he slowed down, like he might have went in." No, 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 no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like the strip club has always been like a after hour shit. Just so
It's the
even if I
meeting
was out
place.
with some so if I was out with some homeboys and they're like, oh, we going to the strip club, it's not necessarily because I want to see strippers. It's just like, we getting some drinks, all right, see some of the women, but I feel like it was more for like my homeboys, or I've had a homegirl, she was gay. She wanted to go to strip club one year for her birthday. So it's not to me, it was just like the after hours.
Yeah, it's just like the cool spot to be. Everybody's hanging out. It's chill.
Hmm.
But I don't ever want to see like a dude, you know what I'm saying, get on stage and be like, I'm long dong and I'm gonna swing this shit over my shoulder. I don't give a fuck about
I,
none of that
I,
shit. Like
I never wanted to see male strippers, but I think I want to see them now. That's on my bucket list.
that's on your bucket list. We gonna talk about bucket list soon. We
I
since you
don't
brought
know
up
why.
bucket list.
I ain't said I want to talk to him now. I just want to go see
So
some dick
you've
slang.
never been you never seen male strippers?
No, I never wanted to
Mm.
for real. But I seen this clip. I don't know where it was on the internet. It wasn't that long ago, and it was this male stripper. He was like, the biggest misconception is with male strippers is that people think that we're gay and we're not. And because I always thought like, oh, if a man's stripping, he's gay, flat out. That's what I always thought. So
So when you go to the gym, like most of those dudes in the gym,
mhm. They
some of them are
strippers.
male strippers.
I
Yeah.
thought about that too. I thought about that too.
They're strippers. Um,
I thought
and
about that
I'll
too
be
because they be
honest.
cut the fuck up, and that's how them strippers be.
So I'll be honest. Like, I used to hang out with this dude who owned a strip club. He didn't own it. He managed it. He managed a strip club, and there was a whole upstairs to the strip club. So there was female strippers downstairs, and I was I frequented the joint. Um, and I was like, yo, let me set up a male review upstairs. And he
Mm,
was kind of cool with it because I know without a shadow of a doubt, women are going to spend more money than men ever will.
yeah,
Women will blow a fucking check because they don't get to see that shit often. What female strip clubs are a dime a dozen. That shit's on at this point every other fucking corner for real. But
hmm,
women, when they go to a male review, they spend money. And when I
right.
said that to him, he was looking at me kind of like cockeyed, like, so you want to have male strippers? And I was like, yo, don't get it twisted. I'm about the money. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to
Yeah,
watch them strip, but I know that a male review brings money.
yeah.
So maybe we'll have a threesome show male review for you ladies, since it seems like only ladies want to hang out with us anyway.
It's
We'll
hard.
find a male
The men,
review.
the men probably chime in after hours, after we
They
live.
watch afterwards, but I need them to since they don't want to chime in. We got a threesome show male review, and I will be elsewhere during the male reviews. I don't want to see them over a strip, but for you ladies, we'll
Funny.
present that shit for y'all. So also, we want y'all to let us know what topics you want to talk about. We
Yeah.
come up with some weird topics, um, some off the wall topics, but we want to know what do you all want to talk about. Anything that I talk about on the show is either going to be one of two things. It's either going to be experience or it's going to be research. So I didn't know about sexual assault until I researched it. Um, Everybody, this is, if you look at the banner, we changed the color. That's the color of sexual assault awareness. Um, Ladies, your body count don't fucking matter. Nobody cares. Um, so tell the truth. The next guy to ask you your body count, tell him the truth. As a matter of fact, exaggerate your body count. If you've only been with 10, multiply that shit by 12. Fuck it. Like,
He going
and see
home.
if he'll stay around. If he bounced, then he wasn't the man for you anyway. Fuck it. But we talk about a lot of shit on this show, so stay tuned. Please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Tell all your friends to like and subscribe because we are not going anywhere. We're gonna talk about some crazy shit. My co-host will definitely bring you all the relationship conversations. I'm gonna bring you the sexual conversations. But at the end of the day, we just gotta have fun. Like
Yep.
I've had fun with Nikel, I've had fun with Asia, I've had fun with Ray. You know who I didn't see tonight?
Yeah, your girl
Angie at?
Angie.
Where Angie at? That's all right. Angie, if you watch the replay, we missed you tonight. Catch us next week. We are
She was looking
on
for
every
us last
Wednesday.
Last week.
She probably hanging out with her husband or her man, and she chilling. But that's okay. Tune in with him. Next
Yep.
week we're gonna be talking about some more stuff, some more bullshit. We love you all. We appreciate y'all all for tuning in. Whether you watch this live or you watch us on the retake, we appreciate y'all. So keep watching, keep enjoying. I am Don, the Pleasure Coach, and this is my beautiful co-host, Bridget.
Bridget.
We appreciate y'all. We'll be back
Yep.
next week. Be easy, people.